Last weekend, we had the unusual opportunity to rip dirt bikes in February in Montana. My buddy Nick wanted to try my 2024 Yamaha YZ450F, so I got to ride his 2025 KTM 350 SXF. Immediately, I felt right at home on this bike. I have had 3 different 350s over the years and loved each of them.
I just love everything about 350. A little bit more nimble than the 450. I love the sound, the way they rev out. Getting back on one after a season, I'm just like, oh my god, I miss this thing. Yamaha 450's been awesome,
but it's not a 350. No matter how smooth that Yamaha motor is, it still has all of the characteristics of a 450. Now, none of this is surprising to me. I knew I might ride that bike for a season and decide to go back to a 350.
God, I love this thing.
But switching it up after so many years on the same type of machine is advantageous for many reasons. Also, shout out to these little rippers who joined us for this ride on their 85s and were absolutely cooking.
Let's go.
So on the note of advantages to trying a different machine, first of all, riding anything other than your own bike helps develop your rider preferences. You get used to what you ride, but sometimes hopping on another bike tells you simple changes like adjusting your bar or lever positions, or even bigger things like learning if you gel better with a totally different chassis or if a different engine suits your riding style better. This year on the Yamaha has been a blast, but pretty much confirmed that I'm most comfortable on this KTM chassis.
Honestly, Yamaha's been better, I think, because I've gotten so used to maneuvering that big tank around that you come down to 350 and dude, I feel so good on this thing. I feel like me on this bike. I feel like the rider I know I am. The Yamaha, I feel like every now and then I get that flow, but not consistently, dude. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Can you believe this?
Nope, I really can't.
Never seen this before.
Feel like to keep up with me by now, to be completely honest. He had my number with 450, but I don't know if that's the case on it. Pretty good on this bike. If I can say so myself. But look at Levi! Oh! Oh!
Yeah, dude. I tried to bump it and it wouldn't bump. I was like, damn.
And then you tried to cut the line. I was like, no, no, no. You were right on me though.
After a certain point in the day, I am sure Nick was ready to trade bikes back, but I think he saw how much fun I was having on this thing and let me ride it for the rest of the day. So big, fat thank you to Nick, and this really was one of those days riding that you dream about. Big squad, good homies, fast, flowy single track, and keeping the rubber side down. By the end of the day, my decision had been made.
Is that all you got, old man?
That's all I got. I got hit the new bike.
This whole bike is so sick, dude.
I found that the 350 just suits me a little better, so I have a new 350 lined up at Basecamp Power Sports over in Billings. Quick shout out to Redline Sports in Butte, where I bought my KTM 300. They are no longer a KTM dealer, so I'm excited to be working with Basecamp Power Sports in Billings. That said, I'm going to get this Yamaha 450 cleaned up. I have put just over 50 hours on this bike. It has been an absolute blast, but we're going back to Orange. After a good amount of thought, I ended up making the decision to trade this bike in. My garage is pretty well at max capacity, and the idea of not waiting for this bike to sell became pretty appealing. I really don't think you'll find a much nicer Yamaha 450 fully built for XC racing, so if you're interested in this bike, you will be able to find it at Basecamp Power Sports in Billings. Let them know I sent you, and whoever ends up buying this thing, I really hope you enjoy it. Now, if you're wondering why I didn't wash this bike first, well, it's gotten cold in Montana again, so I have to go to the car wash instead of washing the bike at my house. I wanted to do a plastics off wash to make sure it was cleaned thoroughly, but I wasn't making 2 trips. This bike is in phenomenal shape, so I just ensured it's ready to ride and doesn't require any extra work from the dealership. So it got a fresh air filter, full tank of gas, and an oil change. Also, a shout out to Chase with CBB 3D for this 3D printed oil fill funnel. This has been a super nice tool to have in the shop. The bike was ready to go, and I used a little Tusk gloss coat from Rocky Mountain to shine this thing up. And man, this is a good looking Yamaha. Loaded up and on the road, headed to Base Camp Power Sports in Billings. See you guys there to pick up the Freshie KTM 350. All right, I'm like 2 minutes away from the dealership. I am getting jitters like crazy. For those of you who don't know, my KTM 300 in 2024 was my first ever brand new bike, and I'm a person who at one point thought I would never buy a brand new bike. So the feeling is still wild to me. I've got jitters, I'm super excited, and can't wait to pick this thing up. We have arrived.
One last wheelie on the Yamaha 450. Swapping it out for orange, baby. Out with the old and in with the new 2025 350 SXF. Feels good to be back on orange. Base Camp's got a whole pile of Yamahas here, tons of gear, bunch of KTMs and gas available right there, along with Triumph. Shout out, Sean. Let's go. Oh, dude, that Yamaha was awesome, but this feels like home.
Another huge thank you to Base Camp in Billings, formerly High Tech Motorsports, and they will still be at this location until May before moving a mile down the road to the Base Camp location. I enjoyed a beautiful drive home, and then I Snapchatted my 14-year-old neighbor that I got a new bike, and he wanted to come check it out.
Traded the neighbor. I think I got the worst end of the deal.
So I slapped some grips and Rocky Mountain grip donuts on this thing last night because I can't help but tinker on the brand new bike. And crazy enough, we have another weather window here in February in Montana. So I actually get to go ride this thing today, which is insanely exciting. You guys probably noticed this is a 350 SXF. All of the other 350s I've had have been the off-road model. I'll go a little more in detail of why I chose the motocross version in a future video. I actually wasn't even planning on buying this bike this year. I knew I wanted to go back to a 350, but with so many other projects going on, other races, the Stark giveaway, I figured I would just wait. But after riding Nick's 350 last weekend, I just had to make it happen, and Basecamp in Billings made it incredibly easy. So another massive thank you to Basecamp. Gonna get this thing all set up for my weight, make sure the tire pressure's good, and go break in the brand new 350.
Fairly similar to like my build, probably slower,
Couple mellow laps, let this thing break in a little. And we'll start letting this new 350 bark.
First lap, how does it feel?
Oh, dude. Feels freaking good to be back on a 350. This thing's dope. 0.4 on the meter. Is that enough to start letting her bark, you guys think? I think so. Gotta work through the pump on this fine February day. But we're gonna go let it bark. Let the boys come through and see who we can keep up with. Hop in with Nick and Owen here. Boys are ripping!
To no surprise whatsoever, I was absolutely stoked on the first couple laps on the new 350. Daniel Schmidt, one of the fastest racers in Montana and owner of DSC Motorsports Suspension, had actually made a 3-hour drive to come rip with us, and he brought a set of suspension for me to try. We pulled the stock air forks off of the new 350 and swapped them for a set with 6,500 cartridges installed.
All torqued, good to go?
Yeah.
Beauty. All right, test on some WC 6500 cartridges. I feel like they feel nicer on the square edges.
But they look stiff still too.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. I'm trying to keep any preconceived notions out of my head.
You just gotta put it through its pace.
Just coming into chop, I'm like, man, it's just feels that much smoother through the hard hits.
Yeah. Slow the rebound down on your shock. Go clockwise too.
On the rebound.
Yeah. You get something that's real whooped out like this. Like it's not like it's like trying to put you over the bars, but when you G out on all these rollers, it looks like a little bit of like a trampoline. That'll help the bike stay in that G out instead of coming back out of it.
Okay.
So when you're rolling through stuff, it'll roll through it instead of rolling through the first and then kind of trying to come out.
Gotcha.
Just settle the bike down a little.
Okay. CJ with the Freshie Honda. Let's go. Hopefully he's slow on that thing so I can smoke him out here. Yeah, buddy. Freshie day.
Yeah.
Let's go. Went for the 450.
Nervous.
Congrats.
Yeah. I just wanted to be like Monty.
Yeah, now whenever we go ride hard trails and Monty says he doesn't want to scratch his works edition.
Brand new one?
Yeah.
Oh,
I traded in my Yamaha.
yeah, dude, what do you think?
I love it, man. They're so good.
Such a good bike.
It suits me so much better,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I don't recognize that. Like,
You didn't even know that was me when you blew by me?
no. We're on a different bike today.
Yeah.
Daniel's on Yamaha.
Well, hell yeah, another day in February.
Yeah, dude.
I spun a handful more laps with those 6500 cartridges before swapping back to my stock forks. Truthfully, I'm a terrible suspension tester. I do feel subtle differences, but I do a lot of questioning if I'm really feeling what I think or if there's a little placebo involved. That said, I've now had the opportunity to try 6500s on a number of occasions, and each time I've thought they felt smoother and more compliant in the initial stroke of the fork. I also need to spend more time playing with settings, which I've been saying for years. While Daniel knew to suggest a couple clicks on shock rebound, I just don't think about it enough. Suspension has a huge impact on your riding as you get faster, so it's something I want to take the time to learn more about, but for now, testing different setups like this is still a pretty sweet opportunity. Now unfortunately, while we were busy swapping suspension back, Monty did some damage to his new Works Edition Honda 250.
You hit the ground hard?
No, I just high-sided in that fast section. But I went flying pretty good. Yeah.
Maybe you could steal CJ's radiator while he's eating lunch. Don't think he'd notice. Can I pull the header real quick?
No, I don't want to pull the header.
Wait, why do you need to pull the header? Just so you get one?
Just
so you can smack it harder.
Yeah, plenty of room to give
Good
this thing
whack.
a whack, to pull it away from the head, and then Monty goes, brah.
I approve it.
Come on.
Like, if anything, we need to put a crowbar in there and slowly bend it up.
I agree with that too.
That's
Either way,
You got a
header's
ratchet
come
strap?
off.
Alright,
You got a ratchet down here to the handlebar and
can I do it?
Dude, actually, that's
That's
actually
actually the best idea.
Dude, I've got one of those.
Yeah, you were writing me off immediately. Wait, why do you have to pull the header for that? Why are you so eager to pull my header? Leave the header on the bike. Pull it off!
Dude, ratchet that thing.
That is way too big.
Well, we can use.
That
I'm
was
sure
all
one of
right
us has
here.
a smaller
That's
one.
the handlebar.
And trust me, it did.
Oh, that thing's fancy one.
Bunch of rednecks.
Yeah, fancy ratchet.
I know, I heard you.
Is that moving it? Monkeys and footballs.
Oh, let's go!
Dude.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah,
It's wet on the hose.
Yeah, melted through the hose anyhow.
We can fix that too.
Anything besides.
I really want you to ride.
Can't I just have a day to hang out? I don't need to ride that
You
bad.
can ride the WR.
Whose idea was the ratchet strap?
Pretty good.
CJ, dude. Mayor.
Hey, you know, I do what I can.
So, we did not end up getting Monty back on his bike for the day, but he was still in good spirits and switched roles to cameraman. We switched it up from motos to go session, a pretty hefty booter, at least from my perspective, and I was stoked to actually have a moto bike for this jump for the first time ever. The boys were absolutely sending it.
Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! What was your name, man? Chester. Chester? Nice to meet you, Kincaid. A little more, baby, just a little more. Oh! Nasty with it, let's go! All right, dude, I gotta get a little cleaner drive into this thing. Roll it in third. Just stay on it. Tough one, man. You gotta be so crisp on that run in. I know it probably looks smooth, but it's choppy. All she's got, third gear. Let's go. Take this thing to the downslope. Yoo-hoo! You get it another 10 feet, but I'm pretty happy with that, man. Yeah, Mikey! What a G on the 501, dude. I feel like I gotta click fourth. That's wide third.
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo! Let's go! Oh, dude, that is so sick.
What gear are you hitting it in?
That was fourth. I was hitting it in third, but fourth was
right
better.
Between third and fourth. I think full fourth on this one.
I started the pull in third, and then just before the rollers clicked fourth, and it was smoother.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm scared going full send into it. Just
yeah, you just gotta, yeah, it's scary.
You just gotta do it.
It's tougher with the softer setup too, because it's, well, Mikey's doing it. What a gangster.
I seen you. I'm like, I know what he's doing.
Well, of course. That'd be if I could actually keep up. That's the sickest follow cam. It's a little scarier than dust on that run in. Dude, I've always wanted to see someone throw down like this on this jump. This is so sick.
Mike is hitting it on that, dude.
Yeah. I still need 10 more feet. Am I going about there?
Yeah, probably a little shorter than that.
Okay.
I think I can hear you letting off pretty good right before, comparative to these
Really?
two. After the whoop section, I think you let off for like a quarter of a second.
Okay.
They are not. They're,
all right.
They're staying on.
All right. That was better. That was better. Monty was right, dude. Quarter second, like just committing to not letting off through the chatter and hanging on.
It's like you're losing some pop off the lip.
I think I just got to give her more pepper, pal.
Sketchiest part.
You got any tips?
Like right here.
Yeah.
Right after that, you get on the gas. You hesitate for a second.
Like while I gather myself.
Yeah, there's like a little like 10-foot section that you hesitate, and then you're back on the gas.
Okay.
If you didn't hesitate, the rest would be easier.
So just staying on through the chop.
Swapping, that makes it really hard to stay on the gas. Figure out a way to get those bumps clean, which is why I'm just like kind of wheel tapping and jumping.
Yeah.
And then you're confident to stay on the gas hard.
Okay.
If you're chattery through there, you won't have any confidence to be on the gas hard.
I guess I don't know how to not be chattery through there. But yeah, you have a very interesting line through there. I just don't know how to replicate it. Yeah, buddy.
Mike is just hammering motos.
Dude, Mike has hit this jump 35. The first time I hit this jump was years ago. And it was terrifying because I really wasn't ready for it. Oh! You know, I had the balls and the stupidity to hit it, but I did not have the skill. To where it was like, oh, let's hit this once today and hope I don't die. And now being able to come into this thing and really go for it. Pretty sick, baby. I still got a lot to learn, but that's the feeling of progress and confidence and skill building on the brand new KTM. Woo-hoo-hoo! What a sick session. Dude, that is so sick. 1.4 hours, not a bad way to break it in. Oh my god!
What the frick was that?
How sick is that, dude?
Oh my gosh, he's like sideways.
Holy shit, dude. Yeah, baby. Yeah! Let's go, dude! That is the first full cropper clear I've ever had of that jump. That feels so good. Yoo-hoo! Doing one more moto to finish the day. Hell of a freaking day. Unbelievable day ripping with the boys in February. Absolutely zero complaints whatsoever.
And we closed out a truly incredible day with a great group of guys making the absolute most of an insane opportunity to ride our dirt bikes in February in Montana. I am so grateful to get to ride with and learn from such a talented group of guys. Another big thanks to Basecamp in Billings for this Freshie 350. If you want to win the Yamaha 450 I'm bringing back to life, every $10 spent on Rocky Mountain using my link below will earn you an entry. If you want to win my Stark Varg EX and a trip to Montana to come ride with me, head over to my website and pick up some merch or direct entries. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more, as I literally have 6 other videos in progress right now. 2026 is going to be an incredible year, and I am stoked to have you guys along for the ride.
Freaking sick day on the new 350. Ripping with the boys. How's your morale?
It's good.
Yeah?
Riding wasn't so good, but it's good.
Just gotta get a radiator.
Yep. Radiator, shroud.
You need a shroud?
I gotta get plastics anyhow. Shout out MX Plastics.